guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a minute, but today we are going to be making deep fried mac and cheese balls and Boudin balls. If you're from Louisiana, from the South, you know what that is. My husband loves it. It's gonna be my first time trying to make it, so hopefully it comes out. So that should be pretty interesting to see as well. And mac and cheese, well, you want to use leftover mac and cheese as well, which is what I have, which is Stouffer's, and it's already been cooked and it's been in the ice box. It's leftovers, and they're really simple to make. I can't wait to show you guys. So we're about to get started. First, we're going to start off with the macaroni and cheese balls. You're going to take your leftover macaroni and cheese, just using some leftover Stouffer's. Make sure it's cold, like next day cold. And you're going to scoop it in a big old giant ice cream scooper or cookie scooper. And then you're going to take it and you're going to roll it and form it into a ball. Okay. Put it on a parchment paper lined pan. And repeat that until you get all your macaroni and cheese ready to go. And then you're going to take it and you're going to put it in the freezer for at least an hour. Just so it sets up really nice and makes it a whole lot easier to handle whenever you're going to be battering it. But I use gloves when I'm rolling these out just because it's less messy. And it's so much easier when you want to just hurry up and do something else. You can scoop that glove off and do something different. All right, we'll come back whenever we get them all rolled. All right, we got our balls all made. I'm going to pop them in the freezer for at least an hour. Next, we're going to work on our Boudin balls. All right, guys, now we're going to work on our Boudin balls. Okay, I'm going to use a half a link of Boudin per each Boudin ball. Like I said, I've never done this before. So I'm going to remove the casing from the Boudin ball. I'm wearing a new pair of gloves. And you're going to take it and you're just going to smush it into a ball, pretty much. But I'm going to add, this is pepperjack cheese Boudin, and I'm going to put a little small piece of pepperjack cheese in the center of it. And then you're just going to form your ball, roll it out. Roll it up nice and tight. And put it on a parchment paper lined pan. Same thing. And for about an hour in the freezer to let it set up. And then we're going to batter it and deep fry it. So I'll come back whenever I get all of these rolled so you can see what they look like. All right, we got the Boudin balls all balled up. We're going to throw them in the freezer for about an hour or so. Make sure they're nice and solid. And then we're going to batter them up and deep fry them. And we'll see how they hold together. And hopefully they hold together well. So, all right, we'll be back. All right, now we're going to get all our dredge and battering stuff ready for our mac and cheese balls. I'm going to start. You're going to have 2 eggs. I have 2 eggs here. You're going to well beat those together. That's pretty much all it is. You just beat some eggs well together. Salt and pepper the eggs. And I have a half a box of the panko breadcrumbs, and I'm going to add a half a cup parmesan cheese to it. Mix that all together. You can add a little bit of salt and pepper to your panko as well if you like. You don't have to. But mix this all well together. You want to salt and pepper your eggs. I'm from Louisiana. We season everything. And make sure it's all well beat. And then it's time to batter. All right, we're going to start here. You're going to take one of your mac and cheese balls. You're going to dip it in to the egg mixture. I find it best if you keep one wet hand and a dry hand when you're doing this. You're going to take it and you put it in your breadcrumbs. Coat it all nice and even like. Oh, hopefully don't make too big a mess. Make sure it's nicely evenly coated. And then put it back in your parchment paper lined pan. After I get all those done, I'm going to pop them right back in the freezer while I work on the Boudin Balls. I've got them all breaded and ready to go. I'm going to pop them back in the freezer while we get all the Boudin Balls ready to go. And then we'll start frying them. While you're doing all this, it's a really good time to start preheating your oil. I have a deep fryer. I'm going to preheat it to 375. And then by the time we're done getting everything ready, it'll be ready to go. Now we're going to get our dredge ready for the Boudin Balls. I've got 2 more eggs we're going to well beat. And I've got the other half of the box of the panko breadcrumbs. And I'm going to season both of them with salt and pepper. And then we'll be ready to go. All right, now we're going to get started here. I mean, I've made the mac and cheese balls once before. Last week my son decided, hey Mom, can you make this? And I'll buy all the stuff. And I'm like, sure, I'll try it. And it came out great. And so after I made those, I told my husband, I said, you know, maybe I could try making you some Boudin balls with the same process pretty much. Hopefully this comes out, y'all. Okay, like I said, I got a wet hand again and a dry hand. Second set of gloves. Coat it with your egg. Put in the breadcrumbs. And I salted and peppered all of this. And I don't know, hopefully this works because I know Boudin balls can just fall apart. So hopefully this works because I really didn't look up how to do this. I'm just winging it. I'm just excited to see how it comes out. We're going to do the same thing for all of them until they're all ready to go. And then we're going to deep fry them. And we're going to see how they turn out. So we'll be back. Now these are all ready to go. I'm going to pop them back in the freezer until I'm ready to cook them. Now we're going to deep fry them for about 3 to 4 minutes until golden brown. When they come out of the fryer, you're going to finish them with a little pinch of salt. I'm going to put on my very own one that I'm going to eat, I'm going to put garlic salt because that just makes it so much yummier. And when the Boudin balls come out, I'll show you what both of them look like. Now we're going to deep fry the Boudin balls. Everybody, let's cross our fingers that they stay together because, you know, like I said, this is my first time making these, and you know anything about Boudin balls, they can fall apart. So let's hope this works. All right. And these I'm going to cook for probably about 4 to 5 minutes at about 350 so that the inside has a little bit longer to cook. So that cheese in the center can melt. All right. Cross those fingers. You guys must have all crossed your fingers with me because look at how awesome they came out. They stayed together. I did fry them for closer to 7 minutes. I'm hoping the cheese in the center is nice and melted. And we're going to check that out here in a second. All right, now they're both done. This is the Boudin. And this is the mac and cheese. Don't forget to finish it with a little salt when you take it out of the fryer to give it a little bit more seasoning. And that's about it. It's all done and it's time for dinner. All right, we will see you again next time. And let me know if you try this and how it turns out for you. And if for some reason, whenever you do fry it and say your cheese is not completely melted in the center, throw it in the oven just for a little while longer, maybe at 350 for about 5-10 minutes, and it'll come out perfect. See you guys next time.